Hello and welcome to round 4 of the Combe Karting Championship, and it's time now for the semi-finals, Luke.
Yes, and it will be the top 2 drivers from each semi-final going through into the grand final, with the first place drivers making up 1st to 4th on the grid, and the second place drivers 5th to 8th.
Well, let's watch the first semi-final now then. And here is the grid. On pole position, it's Kristian Jennings. Next to him is Tim James. Row 2, Ben Winter and Matthew Daniels. And completing this 5-kart field, it's Dave North in kart number 7. Tim James got a great start and headed into the first corner alongside Kristian Jennings. Tim hung on around the outside and squeezed his way through into the lead. Jennings fell to 2nd place with Ben Winter in 3rd position. Later, Jennings dived up the inside of James. Tim got a bit sideways and Ben Winter hit the back of him, causing Ben to drop down to 5th place. Kristian and Tim were able to pull away from the rest of the field, with Matthew Daniels in a safe 3rd spot. Jennings came through to take the win ahead of Tim James. Matthew Daniels took a respectable 3rd place. Dave North and Ben Winter 4th and 5th.
And the grid for the second semi-final has James Paramore on pole position, with Hugh Hegarty 2nd, Ed Bars 3rd, and Andy Davies in 4th. James Paramore got a great start and was able to convert pole position into the lead. Hugh Hegarty followed him very closely, with Ed Bars 3rd and Andy Davies in 4th. Initially, Hugh Hegarty pushed James Paramore hard for the lead, with Ed Bars just dropping back a little in 3rd. But James Paramore was able to break away, opening out a very convincing lead. Ed Bars was able to get right onto the tail of Hugh, challenging him for 2nd, but was unable to make a move. James Paramore took a dominant win in the end, while Hugh Hegarty just held off Ed Bars for 2nd.
The grid for the 3rd semi-final had Dan Good on pole position and Craig Bassett alongside him on the front row. On the 2nd row, it was Ben Summerfield and Jacob Gigg. Dan Good and Craig Bassett both got good starts and headed into the first corner alongside one another. Dan was able to maintain track position, but Craig had a better exit, having a look at the inside into the chicane, but it wasn't close enough. Dan and Craig had a comfortable margin over the 3rd place battle between Ben Summerfield and Jacob Gigg. Good was able to break away and build for a massive lead, while Ben Summerfield was able to catch and challenge Craig Bassett for 2nd. Good came through to take the win, with Bassett just holding 2nd.
For semi-final number 4, John Hartin started on pole position, with Leigh James alongside him on the front row. Scott James and William Davies take up the 2nd row. Leigh James just got a slightly better start and was able to nose ahead into the first corner, but John Hartin brakes later, holding the inside line, and was able to keep the lead, while William Davies was able to move up into 3rd position. The leading duo made a little bit of a break, while Scott James dived up the inside of William to take 3rd place back. Leigh James had a look down the hill and clipped the back of John Hartin, hooking himself up onto the rear bumper. The battle for the lead became a 4-way scrap, but John was just about holding on. William Davies had a look up the inside of Scott, but was unable to make it stick. Leigh James got the run out of the first corner to take the lead heading into the chicane. Scott James tried to squeeze his way through, but it resulted in contact, and Scott ended up in the wall. John tried to find a way back past William Davies, but William was able to hold on, and Leigh James came through to take the win, and John Hartin third.
With Jennings, Paramore, Good and Leigh James each picking up 10 points for winning their semis, the top 8 go through to the final.
With the points from the semi-final added to those scored during the heats, Kristian Jennings currently tops the table for round 4, with James Paramore and Dan Good 6 points behind with just the final to go.